In a tranquil village surrounded by lush bamboo groves, there lived a renowned Zen master named Tenzin. His teachings attracted students from distant lands, all seeking wisdom and enlightenment. One day, a scholar arrived, carrying with him the weight of many books and the pride of his knowledge. He sought out Tenzin, convinced that his own learning would impress the master. The scholar bowed respectfully and said, "Master Tenzin, I have studied the scriptures, analyzed every sutra, and debated with the wisest minds. I wish to understand the essence of Zen. Teach me if you can." Tenzin nodded and invited the scholar to join him for tea. They sat beneath the shade of a large bamboo tree, where the breeze made the leaves whisper like ancient mantras. Tenzin began to pour tea into the scholar's cup. But even after the cup was full, he continued pouring. The tea overflowed, spilling onto the table and the ground. Startled, the scholar exclaimed, "Master, stop! The cup is full. Cannot hold any more." Tenzin stopped pouring and looked calmly at the scholar. "Like this cup," he said, "you are full of your own opinions and knowledge. How can I teach you unless you first empty your cup?" The scholar fell silent, realizing the truth of Tenzin's words. In his pursuit of knowledge, he had closed himself off to new understanding. Bowing deeply, he said, "Please, master, teach me how to empty my cup." Tenzin smiled, and they began to walk through the bamboo grove. As they walked, Tenzin spoke, "To see the world clearly, let go of your preconceptions. To hear the sound of the bamboo, let go of your need to interpret it. Wisdom is not found in accumulation, but in the simplicity of being." For the next several months, the scholar stayed with Tenzin, learning not through lectures or scriptures, but through observing the gentle sway of the bamboo, the ripples in the village pond, and the silence that lay beneath every word. Slowly, his mind began to quiet, and the weight of his knowledge became as light as the morning mist. One evening, under the glow of a setting sun, Tenzin asked the scholar, "What have you learned during your time here?" The scholar smiled softly and replied, "I have learned to listen without the need to answer, to see without the need to label, and to simply be without the need to become." Tenzin nodded, pleased. "Your cup is empty now. Remember, in emptiness there is the space for everything to flow. And like the bamboo, which bends in the wind but does not break, you will find that life is no longer a burden, but a dance." And so, the scholar returned to his village, no longer weighed down by the desire to prove himself. He carried with him a quiet joy, as light as the bamboo leaves that fell with the autumn wind, yet as profound as the silence of the Zen master who had taught him to be empty.